Welcome to another lecture of our automata playlist. Today we will learn the conversion among Moore machine and Mealy machine. Okay, so first today's lecture we will learn about how to convert a Moore machine to a Mealy machine. Okay, so we know already that the Moore machines, for the Moore machines the output is dependent on the present state. Okay, but for Mealy machine it depends on the present state along with the input symbol. So how will we convert a Moore machine to Mealy machine? So let's see. So I have drawn a Moore machine here as the output is depending on the state. So I have written it inside the states, and here are the transitions. So first I will write the transition table of the Moore machine. So this is the transition table of the Moore machine, and suppose there are m states with n outputs. So the number of states and outputs will be same. Okay, so the transition tables of Moore, let's see. So for states there will be three states, as there is Q0, Q1 and Q2, and there are next states. There are for 0 there are different next states, and for 1 there are different next states, and there is only one output for each state. Q0, if it receives 0 it remains in Q0, and if for 1 it goes to Q1. Q1 for 0 goes to Q2, and for 1 goes to Q0, and Q2 for 0 it goes to Q0, and for 1 it goes to Q1. Okay, so I guess you already know how to convert a diagram to a transition table, and here is the outputs. For Q0 it is 0, Q1 it is 1, and Q2 it is again 0. So this is the transition table of the Moore machine. So now we will first convert this transition table of the Moore machine to the transition table of the Mealy machine. Okay, so if in the question the transition table is already given and the transition table is asked, so we will just convert the transition tables, and if there is the diagram given, then we will first convert the diagram to the transition table, and then I will do the conversion. So this is the transition table of the Mealy machine. So we know for the Mealy machine, both the next state and the output depends on the input symbol. So here are the present states Q0, Q1, Q2, and for input symbol 0 there is a state and an output. For 1 there is a state and an output. So how to write this? So for that we must use our previous transition table. Okay, so in our previous transition table, see, for Q0 the next state was Q0 for 0. So Q0, the next state for 0 was Q0. So I will just write it similarly: Q0, Q2, Q0, Q0, Q2, Q0 for 0, and Q1, Q0, Q1 for 1. Q1, Q0, Q1 for 1. Okay. So but here our output was depending on our previous state, but here our output is depending on the input. So I will first check after receiving the input symbol where our present state is going now. So after receiving the input symbol 0, our present state has now become Q0, and I will check what is the output for that state. Okay, for Q0 the output is 0, so I will write 0. Okay, so again here after receiving signal 0, our present state now becomes Q2. So the output symbol for Q2 is 0, so I will write 0. And again for Q0 here the output symbol is 0, so I will write 0. Okay, so I think you get it. Okay, we are writing the output symbol according to the present state which now it becomes after receiving the symbol. Okay, so the state is and output is depending on the input symbol. So if it receives input symbol 0, then it goes to a particular state, and according to this state I will getting the output. And if it gets input symbol 1, then it goes to another different state, and according to those state it will get our output. So see, Q0 goes to Q1 for input symbol 1. So for Q1 the output is 1, so it will become 1, and it will become 0, and it will become 1. Okay, so here we get 6 outputs from the 3 outputs present in our Moore transition table. So now from this transition table we can easily draw it. There are 3 stages, that is Q0, Q1 and Q2. So for input symbol 0, Q0 remains in Q0 and output becomes 0. Okay, and for 1 it goes to Q1 with output 1. Okay, from Q1 it goes to Q2 with output 0, and it goes to Q0 again with output 0 for 1. Okay, and Q2 goes to Q1 for output 1 and Q2 goes to Q0 for input 0 and output 0. Okay, so this is our new Mealy machine. So if there was m number of states in our Moore machine, there must be at most m number of states. Okay, there cannot be more than m states in our Mealy machine. So that's it. So I guess you understand how to convert a Moore machine to a particular Mealy machine, and how to do the just opposite things, that is how to convert a Mealy machine to a Moore machine. We will learn that in our next video.